Well, the Interim Show is a really exciting opportunity for us to bring together the work of our first and second year students here in Industrial Design Engineering and actually give them a chance to show that work off to the general public and to businessmen and people from industry. This year has been a fantastic success. We've got some really exciting products, and I think that really the proof of the pudding is in actually going around the show. Industrial Design Engineering is a course set up about 24 years ago between the Royal College of Art and Imperial College. It's a unique course in that it takes people with a technical background or good acute design skills and puts them into a position where they're producing innovative product designs for the 21st century. What we've seen over the recent years is that many of our students end up in key positions around the world, and I think it really is making a difference both to society and also to the design world in general.
This is the show team, Lisa, Phil and Matteo. They've designed probably the best interim show for years at the RCA.
Welcome to our show. Our show is the intersection. So intersection of projects, students and works.
It was an ambitious project. I don't know if you'll see or appreciate, but there's no 90-degree angles. I just want to stress that while I'm here. It's been a long time since any of us had a decent night's sleep, but I think the overall result was worth it.
Okay, we had a great time, a lot of work to do, and it was far too much for us, but we really appreciate what we did, and we're really happy with it.
Well, basically, a lot of parents tend to go back to the shoe shop several months after they're actually supposed to change their children's shoes. It's just we lead very busy lives, so how do we remind parents that it's important to look after their children's feet? There's an enormous amount of money spent each year on foot care. So basically, I tried to create something that's in the shoebox, but normally a wasted item, and it's a bit of a mix between a normal appointment card, like you'd have at a dentist, and something to be able to measure the child's foot so you can see if you need a new pair.
Basically, we know how hard it is to get into a lot of child-proof packaging, and it's hard for children, but it's also hard for adults. DrugBug is a child-proof container which is not adult-proof. It uses the length of your finger to access the pill container.
If you're a lazy plant owner and you have them in your background, you still interact with your plant, so it's not like the plant taking is away in the background, but if you don't know when your plants need watering, this will tell you.
Well, I wanted to take something that there was nothing wrong with in the first place, and it was a generic product like the Stanley knife, and try and make it better. So I took it, and firstly I wanted to make it have an aesthetic appeal beyond just a long grey strip of cast metal. And I also wanted to make it more functional as well. So the ergonomics have been designed from to have multiple hand positions, comfortable in use, but it's also, when it's not in use, it's meant to be more attractive than a standard knife.
Well, bamboo is a much more sustainable material than wood is. Bamboo is actually grass, it's not a wood, so you harvest it every 5 years, so you don't have to keep replanting it as you do wood. The idea behind this is it comes as a flat pack like this. It comes with the instructions on the back, which means that it's easily stored, easily transported. It means that you don't end up with scores of hangers sitting on the top of your wardrobe which you don't use. You just, disassemble them and store them in the bottom of your wardrobe. You can also take them on holiday and, well, really, it's just a nice object to have, I think.
The armadillo is principally for ice hockey players. It addresses the problems with the lack of articulation in single-piece curvatures. So on joints in the body, when you're playing ice hockey, you're playing high-impact sports, you can't get the protection levels with the articulation at the same time. This uses a dual layer of plates set in phase, stitched through the foam. So all that means is when it sits on your leg, you can bend your leg and the plates move, similar to how an armadillo, the principle, works, and you get total protection with increased flexibility.
Well, this is a rapidly deployable concrete emergency shelter, and it's really for refugees in disaster areas where you need a hardened shelter from day one, things like an operating theatre. Now, the way it works is it would arrive, this is an 8th scale, it would arrive folded up in a concrete sack like this. You'd fill this with water, and that controls the volume of water to cement ratio. Then you leave that for about 15 minutes, and the way it works is it's a inflatable inner with the cloth bonded to the outside, which has got cement dust trapped in it. So you fill it with water, the cloth wicks the water in, hydrating the cement. For about 50 minutes it's ready, break it along its seams, unfold it like this, and inflate it. After 12 hours, you've got a hardened shelter.
Well, I've designed a laundry bag that has the washing liquid impregnated into the fabric of the bag, and it's basically meant to make your laundry washing process much easier. The bag is the size of one laundry load. It contains enough liquid for one laundry load, and what you do is you get either a transparent one for your whites or a red one for your colours, and you put your dirty laundry in it. When the bag is full up to the top, you just take the whole bag and you just put it into the washing machine, and it dissolves in the wash. No need to add any detergent, no need to do your sorting of colours and whites, so the process is much easier.